Hello, cat lovers and curious viewers. Have you ever noticed how your fluffy pet can spend hours chasing an ordinary button around the apartment, ignoring expensive toys from the pet store? Or how small items suddenly disappear, pen caps, hair ties, paper clips, only to be discovered later under the sofa in your cat's treasure trove? If this situation sounds familiar, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We regularly reveal the most interesting secrets of feline behavior that will help you better understand your pet. In today's episode, we'll dive into the amazing world of cat games and find out why these little predators are so obsessed with buttons and other small objects when there are plenty of toys specially created for them all around. First, hunting instincts. Small prey in an urban apartment. Let's start with the most obvious, but no less interesting fact. Cats are born hunters. In the wild, their ancestors and modern relatives hunt small prey, mice, birds, insects. Evolution has created the perfect machine for catching small moving objects. When your house cat sees a button rolling across the floor, the same neural circuits activate in its brain as when hunting a mouse. The size, shape, and especially the movement of a button or other small object perfectly mimics potential prey. Imagine you live in an apartment where there's no opportunity to realize your main natural talent, and suddenly, miracle, prey appears, even if it's not real. Interestingly, research shows that cats prefer objects roughly the size of a mouse, from 2 to 5 centimeters. This is exactly the size of most buttons, pen caps, and other small household items. Coincidence? I don't think so. Second, unpredictable movement. The key to feline interest. What unites a button, a paperclip, and a foil candy wrapper? Their movement is unpredictable. Unlike many commercial toys that move along predetermined paths, small household items, when pushed, can roll in any direction, bounce, suddenly stop, or change course when hitting an obstacle. This unpredictability is a real magnet for feline attention. Cats are evolutionarily programmed to react to unexpected movements, because in nature, this is exactly how escaping prey behaves. When a button unexpectedly changes direction, the cat's brain receives a powerful signal. This is alive. Catch it. Animal behavior experts note that it's precisely the element of surprise that makes playing with small objects so captivating for cats. Even the most expensive electronic toy can bore your pet if its movements become predictable. But a simple button moves differently each time, maintaining interest for hours. Third, tactile sensations. The pleasure of touch. Cats are true sensory gourmets. Their paws contain numerous sensitive receptors, and their pads can detect the tiniest vibrations and textural differences. When a cat plays with a button, it receives rich tactile information: the smoothness or roughness of the surface, the weight of the object, its temperature, and even slight vibration during movement. Many buttons have interesting textures: indentations, protrusions, holes. For cat paws, this is a real tactile attraction. The same applies to other small objects with interesting textures: coins, pen caps, beads. Some veterinarians compare this to human pleasure from handling prayer beads or spinning a fidget spinner. Simple tactile interaction with an object can be surprisingly calming and pleasant. Fourth, sound accompaniment, music for feline ears. Have you ever heard how a button taps against parquet or linoleum? Or how a metal paperclip jingles when hitting a baseboard? For us, this might just be noise, but for a cat, it's a captivating soundtrack to their hunting game. Feline hearing is tuned to high-frequency sounds that small rodents make. The tapping of a button on a hard surface or the ringing of a metal object falls into the same frequency range as the rustling of mouse paws. This is another trigger that activates hunting behavior. Objects that produce various sounds when moving are especially attractive to cats. For example, a button with a metal insert will produce a richer sound spectrum than a completely plastic one, and a crumpled foil candy wrapper creates an entire symphony of rustling sounds that literally drive cats crazy. Fifth, size matters. The perfect format for play. Small objects are ideal for cat games not only because of their similarity to prey, but also thanks to their ergonomics. A button or pen cap is exactly what a cat can easily grasp with its paw, toss in the air, press to the floor, or pass between its paws. Research shows that cats prefer toys that can be completely grasped by a front paw. Objects that are too large are inconvenient to control, while those that are too small are difficult to track and catch. Medium-sized buttons hit the sweet spot, large enough to be visible and easy to catch, but small enough to be manipulated with one paw. Additionally, the light weight of such objects allows the cat to control the force of impact. It can gently nudge a button for slow movement or hit it hard to send it flying across the entire room. This ability to control the game makes the process even more engaging for your pet. 6th, availability and novelty. Toys that are always at hand. Imagine this situation. Your cat wakes up at 3 in the morning and decides that now is the perfect time for active games. All its toys are put away in a closet, but on the coffee table lies a button that came off your shirt. What will the cat choose? Of course, the button. It's available here and now. One of the main advantages of household trinkets is their constant presence in accessible places. Cats are opportunists. They use what's within reach, and if a button or paper clip ends up on the floor, it immediately transforms into a potential toy. Moreover, such objects are constantly being renewed. Today, the cat plays with a button from a shirt. Tomorrow, with a cap from a new pen. The day after tomorrow, with a bead from a broken bracelet. This constant novelty maintains interest and prevents the pet from getting bored, unlike the same toys from the pet store. 7th, collecting feline treasures under the sofa. Many cat owners are surprised to discover entire collections of small objects under the sofa or bed. This is not accidental. Many cats actually collect their favorite toys, gathering them in specific places. Ethologists, animal behavior specialists, explain this behavior as a modified hoarding instinct. In nature, some predators hide prey remains for later use. House cats, even if they've never gone hungry, may retain this instinct in the form of trophy collecting, objects that spark their hunting interest. Interestingly, many cats periodically check their collections, retrieving objects from their hiding places and playing with them again. This may explain why a button that disappeared a week ago suddenly appears in the middle of the room again. Your pet decided to inventory their treasures. 8th, social aspect, attracting human attention. Have you noticed how often cats start playing with small objects precisely in your presence? This is not coincidental. Many cats use play as a way of social interaction with humans. When your cat chases a button at your feet, it's not just entertaining itself, it's inviting you to join the game. If you've ever reacted to such behavior even once, picked up the button and threw it back, or simply paid attention to your pet's game, the cat remembered. This thing helps attract human attention. Research shows that house cats play significantly more often in the presence of their owners than when alone, and they especially often choose small objects for such public performances, objects that create noise and noticeable movement, guaranteed to attract human attention. 9th, portability, a toy you can carry with you. Unlike many commercial toys, buttons and other small objects are easy to transport. A cat can grab a button in its mouth and carry it to a favorite play spot or to a secluded corner for collecting. This portability makes small objects especially attractive to cats that like to play in different places around the apartment or house. Today, a button might be a toy in the kitchen, tomorrow in the bedroom, and the day after tomorrow in the hallway. Such mobility adds variety to the play process. Some cats even bring their favorite small toys to their owners as gifts or invitations to play. Behavior that ethologists connect to the instinct of teaching kittens to hunt when a mother cat brings prey to her offspring. 10th, individual preferences, each cat's unique taste. Despite general trends, each cat has its own unique preferences. Some adore round smooth buttons, others prefer square rubber erasers, still others go crazy for foil balls. These preferences are formed based on early experience, genetic characteristics, and even random associations. For example, if a cat once received particularly bright positive emotions playing with a certain type of object, it will seek similar objects in the future. Veterinary behaviorists note that some cats may show an almost fetishistic attachment to certain types of small objects, ignoring all others. For example, there are known cases where cats collected exclusively black buttons or only metal bottle caps, leaving all other potential toys without attention. 11th, dangers of small toys, what you need to remember. Despite cats' love for small objects, it's important to remember the potential dangers of such play. Buttons, especially small ones, can be swallowed, leading to dangerous intestinal obstruction. Sharp objects such as thumbtacks or paper clips can injure the palate or gastrointestinal tract. Owners of kittens and young cats need to be especially careful, as they are more inclined to explore the world through their mouths. Veterinary clinic statistics show that foreign bodies in the gastrointestinal tract are one of the most common causes of emergency surgeries in cats under 2 years old. A safe alternative could be specially designed small toys for cats. They mimic the attractive qualities of household objects, but are made from safe materials and have a size that excludes swallowing. 12th, how to use this feature to enrich your cat's environment. Understanding why cats love small objects so much can be used to create a more interesting and stimulating environment for your pet. Instead of fighting this trait, try channeling it in a safe direction. Create a collection of safe small toys, special balls, pom-poms without strings, rubber rings. Periodically change the set of available toys to maintain the novelty effect. Interactive puzzles for cats are especially effective, devices with holes through which the cat can retrieve small objects. Such toys not only entertain the pet, but also stimulate its mental activity, preventing boredom and related behavioral problems. Many owners note that regular games using small objects, under human supervision of course, significantly reduce stress levels in cats and help establish a deeper emotional connection between pet and owner. So, we figured out why an ordinary button can be more interesting to your cat than an expensive toy from the pet store. It's a complex combination of evolutionary instincts, sensory preferences, and social behavior. Buttons and other small objects perfectly mimic prey in size, move unpredictably, create interesting sounds, and offer rich tactile sensations. All of this makes them ideal toys in feline eyes. And what unusual objects does your cat prefer? Maybe it has a special passion for hairpins or collects pencil erasers. Share your observations in the comments. Your experience might be unique and help other owners better understand their furry friends. If this video was useful to you, support us with a like and share it with fellow cat lovers. Together, we're creating a community of people who truly understand their four-legged companions. And in the next episode, we'll tell you why cats react so strangely to cucumbers and other vegetables. It will be an equally fascinating journey into the world of feline psychology. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Remember, understanding cat behavior is not just interesting, it's the key to harmonious relationships with your pet. Take care of your purring friends and watch out for small objects. Let your cat's games be safe only.